tell you feelings for the pain. Release your feelings like the ones that you always betray. Wish your feelings, don't be ashamed.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel where we discuss popular mainstream music. And in this video, you see the title. It's called, Is Tyla the Next Rihanna? Is Tyla the next new Rihanna? Okay. Now, I definitely want to do this series because a lot of these new artists are, the newer generation, and it's easy to compare them to the artists that have come before because of their likingness, okay, and their similarities, okay, and the way that they're branded, their talent, their image, all of that. So there's been so much talk about Tyla being the next new Rihanna, okay? So let's get into this, all right? Now, before we get into this, if you enjoyed the little snippet of music in the beginning of this video, that is my single. Check it out, guys. I really appreciate the support for my music. I'm a music artist too. You can check my music out here on YouTube. All you gotta do is type my name, Sam Dolphin, and my music will pop out. You can also check out my singles on Spotify and Apple Music, okay? So definitely stream my music. I really appreciate the support, guys. Definitely check it out and let me know what you think. So getting back into the video, is Tyla the new Rihanna, okay? Now the reason why these comparisons are coming up is because there's similarities in terms of their branding and their image, okay? Rihanna was the foreign girl from Barbados, okay? Coming into America, singing this kind of island reggae, pop music, okay? And kind of bringing reggae into pop, all right? And she was very exotic for that because she's from a different island, and now she's coming in with her island energy and putting it into pop mainstream music, which is very similar to Tyla. Now, Tyla's not from Barbados, she's from South Africa, but she's also another foreign exotic girl, quote unquote exotic, because I heard that terminology, but that foreign girl coming into America, bringing in her spice from Africa, South Africa, bringing in that Amapiano music, Afrobeat type of music, and bringing it into pop. Very similar towards Rihanna and her image and her branding. Okay, so there's been lots of comparisons to them. Also their style, and particular Rihanna's image in the beginning of her career. So Island, the Girl of the Sun, I believe that's the name of the song, Island of the Sun, and A Girl Like Me. I mean, those albums were very much Rihanna in her more exotic foreign, days, doing the Afro reggae, Afrobeat pop type of music, okay? And when you look at Tyla, it's very similar, okay? And that's kind of the era of Rihanna that to me, Tyla is most resembling, is the era where Rihanna was the Pondé replay, Rihanna. Music of the Sun Rihanna, if it's loving that you want, come and take a toast with me, that type of Rihanna. That to me is the era and the image that Tyla is replicating the most, okay? Because Rihanna's image changed a lot, and that became her thing, was being a chameleon. But Tyla right now represents that beginning part, the Pondé replay type of Rihanna, that island foreign girl or African girl coming from a different country and bringing that music into pop mainstream, US pop mainstream. And you've seen a lot of the similarities, even in the dressing, okay? The cropped, all the way cropped, tanks with the low-rise jeans, the kind of slashed, ripped, distressed outfits, okay? That, or even her dressing is very similar to the Rihanna style in the beginning of her career. So a lot of people have been putting her as the next Rihanna, Tyla as the next Rihanna. Now, I do think these comparisons are valid because there is a strong similarity in their style. But like I said, I feel like the image and branding is very early Rihanna. Rihanna as a full artist has changed her image a lot. And she's gone to dubstep and pop and art. Like, she's done so many different types of sounds and her image has just expanded in terms of even her fashion, the red look, the different haircuts, the street looks, the avant-garde looks. Rihanna, to me, fashion-wise, has changed a lot, and music-wise has changed a lot. With Tyla, it's hard for me to pin her as the next new Rihanna. One, because they can never be one. This is more of an artistic discussion, not literal. But also, I feel like there's still more that Tyla would have to explore outside from just the foreign African girl. Which, there's nothing wrong with her being that. If that's the image and the sound that she wants to keep, like that Amano piano sound, Afrobeat type of sound, and she wants to really stick in there and just be in there, that's totally fine, because I think it does her very well. I think it's genuine to her and her energy. But I feel like to be compared to be the next Rihanna, you have to be more well-rounded. You have to branch out. You have to go more into techno pop and full-blown pop, and you have to do different styles. Like, you got to be avant-garde, you got to be street. You can't just do the denim, distressed, crop, type of 2000s type of look. You gotta branch out more into like avant-garde fashion and theatrical fashion and street fashion and pop music, like real pop music. Now, basically what I'm saying is that Rihanna has diversified her career a lot more. And the only thing I feel like Tyla is replicating is more of the beginning of Rihanna's career. Okay, so is Tyla the new next Rihanna? Time will have to see. I do think there's similarities in their brand, even their style, even the way that they dance. I saw one of Tyla's songs, I believe it was Push to Start. And that music video reminded me of Rihanna's Shut Up and Drive. So I feel like stylistically, like, there is a lot of connections. There is a lot of influence there when it comes to style and aesthetic and brand. But I feel like Rihanna's goes way further and way beyond just the beginning of her career. Is the first 2-3 albums. Rihanna has showed so much expansion that I don't feel like Tyla is there yet. And she doesn't have to be. Okay, she doesn't have to be. She's Tyla. She's her own thing. But to compare and say she's next Rihanna, she would have to diversify. To have more similarities, I feel like she would have to diversify her music, her sound. She would have to be diversifying her fashion, her image, way more experimental with it, and way more pop. She would have to go way more pop, in my opinion, to really be seen as the next Rihanna in a true sense. So that's personally my opinion. I feel like Tyla just has like the beginning part of Rihanna, but not the whole full picture. Alright. So tell me what you guys think about Tyla being the next new Rihanna. Tell me if you think the comparisons are right. Now again, nobody can really truly be the next new anybody. So I don't want you guys to take these comparisons literal. I want you to think in a more artistic sense. I'm talking more of like the idea and ideology. Does she fit that role of being the next Rihanna? Can she fill in those shoes and pop? I personally think Tyla would have to branch out more the way Rihanna did in terms of style, fashion, music, and sound. But tell me what you guys think. Let me know in the comment section below. Also, don't forget to check out my music. Okay, I'm a music artist too, guys. Definitely check it out. It's here on YouTube as well as Spotify and Apple Music. So let me know what you guys think, and I'll check you guys out on the next video.